Hey guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University, and Wonder Woman issue number 79. You know I had to go with that Frisson, baby. You know what? You know one of the things I love about Frisson that I'm realizing when I picked up this in the previous issue? Is that at the end of the day, the main reason why I like the main covers is because it tells me what's going on inside the comic book, right? With Frisson, she usually does stuff that's actually happening in the comic book also. So it gives you a good, heads up of what's up. So I can, look through my comic books, but like, this is the one that I'm looking for where such and such and such to do my my backups, right? So perfect. I love it. Frisson, man, just can't go wrong. Can't go wrong. Listen, I'm going to tell you 5 things about this comic book after I tell you about who made the book, all right? This issue is called Loveless Part 3. G. Willow Wilson is the writer. Scott Eaton on pencils. Wayne Fauscher and Jose Marzan Jr. on inks. Romulo Fiaro Jr. on colors. Pat Brousseau on letters. Aaron Lopresti and Hi-Fi doing the cover. And Jenny Frisson, I said, doing this variant cover. William Moulton Morrison and H.G. Peter created Wonder Woman. So, number 1 on this list. Love is gone, baby. And I know I've said this a couple of times, but here, I'm also in my head canon, I'm understanding, there's also that love of self. If I've never said that before, I don't exactly check my reviews of every one of my... I don't check all my reviews before I'm going to do a comic book. I just kind of go with what I got. But the idea is that love of self. So, in my head canon, Wonder Woman is kind of not fighting as much because she doesn't really have that self-preservation that she usually has. And I dig that idea. That is a really good explanation for me why she just doesn't feel like fighting, as much. She's just pushing back against a sword that's not cutting her. Oh, more on that in a minute. Let's talk about number 2 on this list. Time is pretty much meaningless in this comic book, right? Maggie returns and she's all of a sudden, she's like, ding, 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 blocking things with the sword. It's like, whoa, bruh. I don't know how long you've been gone for. Like, what, a week? Maybe 2 weeks? But come on now. Who learns how to use a sword that damn well? Like that quick? You get the armor, you get fitted for the armor and all that stuff. That's great. But come on, man. I don't care if Yip Man was your freaking teacher. Forget about freaking Antiope. Ain't nobody going to be able to teach somebody, and ain't nobody going to learn that damn fast. So that was, time is meaningless here. She might have been up there for 6 years, for all I know. Anyway, let's talk about number 3 on this list. Where is Cheetah Scabbard? Like, does she just have some really rough tuft of hair back there that she just kind of rests the one of the hilt parts on for the what's that the hand guard, the wrist guard? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's up with that? weirdest freaking thing in the world. Just rests back there. I don't see no ropes. I don't see anything. Let's talk about number 4 on this list. Veronica Cale. A little bit OP. Am I wrong? Look. At the end of the day, she goes down there, she messes around, she shoots a dart. And I'm not going to get into the physics of the dart. I know they don't usually smoke afterwards, so that doesn't make sense. How's that damn thing so accurate? Like sniping with a freaking dart? Whatever, it's comic book world. I'm willing to let that go. If swords can just hang in the back and no tails get sliced off because of it while it's whipping around, I'm okay with a dart gun that you can use as a freaking sniper rifle. I'm good. So... she goes down there. Oh, she knows exactly how long this tranquilizer is going to last on Cheetah, and she touches the sword, thereby leaving her scent behind beyond the shadow of a doubt. And freaking, what do you call it? Cheetah doesn't like chase her down or anything like that. Even if she would know. I think that my headcanon, she'd be smart enough to not do it. Is she smart enough to turn herself invisible and go into a different dimension? Because I'm sorry, the Cheetah that I know is chasing her down. She's going after her after she leaves Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman's unconscious, whatever. She's chasing that Veronica Cale girl down, and she's killing her. Like, you did. Bye. How dare you embarrass me? So no, sorry, doesn't work for me. Let's talk about number 5 on this list. Wonder Woman apparently doesn't need the bracers. Look, man, the Wonder Woman that I love is bulletproof, okay? And she doesn't need to wear bracers. So... I understand, like, in the New 52, they made it, or no, not New 52, what was it? Before that, they made it so that the bullets do not bounce off her. She herself is not bulletproof. You hit her with a club or something like that, it's fine. You know what I'm saying? But piercing objects, not just slashing, forget about slashing, but piercing objects specifically can hurt her. Look, that was cool and all. In my heart, it was always just the idea of, bullets can bounce off me, my head, my chest, my leg, whatever. But I don't know where the bullets are going to go when they reflect, when they bounce off, when they ricochet. You know what I'm saying? When I hit them with my bracers, that That allows me to direct the bullets exactly where I want them to go, directly down, or someplace where nobody's going to be hurt, because I'm always looking around me and I see where people are and therefore where people aren't. So I can put the deflect the bullets wherever I want them to go so that nobody actually gets hurt. I love that. To me, that's always been my Wonder Woman. I don't care about her immunity or whatnot. That's why she's always used the bracers to me, because it keeps those around her safe, because that's who she is. Here, I do have a little bit of a problem with this. Okay, forget about people who don't really read comic books. They just talk about the science in comic books, like the Kyle Hill guy, Because of Science Stuff. I think that's his name. He talks about, Wonder Woman's sword, how it can cut through electrons and stuff like that. I don't expect comic book writers to be that in depth with the freaking stuff, because like something like that, yes, that's going to be able to cut through Wolverine's claws, like people have speculated. That's going to be able to cut through Captain America's shield. It can cut through a lightsaber. It can cut through anything. There's nothing that sword can't cut through. So the idea that a sword would ever be able to deflect against that sword, it's ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? So I've never liked that idea. It's cute, but I really just don't like that idea. But now something like this, you're talking about a god killer sword. It kills gods. Kills gods. And Wonder Woman was able to block it with her hands. And then on top of that, Wonder Woman was able to... Look, I loved this part. Because as a former soldier, we've always said the more you train in peace, the less you bleed in war. All right? When I used to practice, only had to qualify once a year with my sidearm. And I remember I would keep it so that, you pull your weapon out, off safety, bow, 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 like that. 9 shots, drop the clip, pull the other clip out my side, out of my pocket, pull it back up, boom, click, clack, bow, 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 start firing again. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is how I trained, so that I'm not like, okay, let me reach this side and grab this, or let me, pull this out and, make sure I'm aiming right. No. I need as many bullets as I can down range, because if I'm not using my 60, there's something wrong. Okay, my battle buddy is doing whatever he can. If I've got to pull out my sidearm, that means that we're in a lot of trouble. I don't need to be sitting there trying to do aiming with something that's only effective up to 30 meters away. No, I need it 25 meters away, more likely. I need to just get bullets down range as quickly as I possibly can. So, again, the better you train in peace, the less you bleed in war. Wonder Woman, that's pretty much her entire life, has been training on Paradise Island. Training consistently, constantly, never-endingly. So, yes, reflexively, she would have brought her freaking arms up to block with the bracers. I loved the way that was written. I loved the way it was drawn. What I didn't like, she just has bloody bracers now, which are cute. I kind of like that idea. That's okay, I guess. It wasn't mentioned. But, like, she just bled a little bit. And I'm sorry. God Killer Sword. It's called a God Killer Sword. This thing is super ultra, and somehow she's just like, oh, I just cut my skin a little bit. Do I want to see her? I think this is called the radius. Do I want to see it broken? Yeah, I kind of do. I would love to see that story where she's got a broken arm now. She can't lift as well as she used to. She could maybe make it worse as she's trying to do stuff. Do something where I can actually see Wonder Woman struggling. Let me see that this God Killer Sword actually means something. Otherwise, it's just, no, I stab and it cuts my fingers a little bit, but I'm okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, it's at my throat. No, I'm okay. You know what I'm saying? Oh, she's going to come down with a killing blow. And I'm just like, bow, with no bracers. And no, I just bled a little bit. No, what are you going to do now, Cheetah? What you going to do? I'm going to take a nap now. Like, come on. Come on. Do something. Do something exciting. Not this. Not she decides to take a little freaking nap after she was just lounging in the first place. I don't love myself anymore. Nah, man. There was so much opportunity to do something epic in here. Imagine you got a comic book now where the next arc or two, Wonder Woman's got to heal from a broken bone. Like it's severed half. It went halfway through. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how powerful. Did she have to lose her arm? I don't know. It was pretty cool when Aquaman lost his arm. That was kind of cool. His hand. That was actually kind of cool. I like those stories. That's just me. Peter David. Badass dude. But I mean, something could have happened instead of just, oh, she got a little paper cut. Come on, man. Come on. Like, I've been hurt worse than that. Granted, God Killer Sword's probably going through me. But I'm saying I've been hurt worse than that. And she just gets a, okay. It's a God Killer Sword. I think that there's a great opportunity to have an amazing storyline afterwards where now Wonder Woman's got to try and fight things and she can't lift like she usually does. She's got to favor her left side or something like that, or do her she got to favor her right side because, you know, she, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Just, come on, that should have done something. That should have done something, and it didn't. Oh, well. Once again, I feel like so much about this run right now is about so many great missed opportunities. That's not the way you want to do a comic book. Anyway, Professor Bill, Comic Book University. Class dismissed.